Today's video is a haul of supplies I've accumulated over the last month, and I figured I would just make a video of it so you'll kind of know what types of videos are coming up in the future, and if there's anything that you want me to go more in depth in or do specific swatches on, like these oil pastels here, then let me know down in the comments below. But the first thing I got here was these Gallery Artist Soft Oil Pastels. Now, I do have the Paul Rubens oil pastels, and I played around with them a little bit, but I didn't even bother making a video about them because I just really didn't like the way they blended. I couldn't get them to work well for me. They were a lot harder than I expected. I thought they were going to be more creamy oil pastels, but if you guys still want to see a video on that, let me know, and I'll still do a review of them. But I heard that the Gallery Artist pastels were a lot softer, so I decided to try these out. Now, this little set here is just a set of clear oil pastels, and I thought this was really cool, especially for blending, because sometimes if you want to use the white oil pastel to blend, it lightens your colors. So I thought I would try out this just clear blending stick. And I got these off Amazon. Now, everything I think that I got in this haul was pretty much off Amazon. So I thought these would be really interesting to play around with the oil pastels. And I may even go back and try these on the Paul Rubens just to see if it would make it any easier or not. Now, these come in a nice box, and I'm not going to swatch anything today. I will do swatches of these after, but I figured I'd just quickly show you what's in the box. So it comes with a little pamphlet in here, and it just shows you the different sets that they have. So this is the 48 set, but it also comes in a much bigger set here. And then it gives you all the colors that come in their sets. And you'll see here the little numbers here. It will tell you if that color is in that set. So this is in the 12 set, the 24, the 36, 48, 72, and 120. Whereas the orange is only in the 36, 48, 72, and 120. So that's pretty cool. So even if you get the 12 set, then you'll kind of see what colors are in the other sets if you want to branch out and try more colors. The only thing that I don't like about these is you can't get them open stock. So let's say you really love this purple color here and that you use this color a lot. Then to get that, you'd have to get the 24 set because it's not even in the 12 set. So that kind of sucks a little bit because then you're not able to replace just certain colors. Now, I don't know if there are certain online art stores or other places that you can get these that are open stock, but I got these off Amazon, and on my Amazon in Canada, I couldn't find these open stock. So just be aware of that. And it comes with this little protective foam layer here. And then these are all the colors. Now, one thing I do like about these is it does have the name on here. So this is light blue. And it has the number as well, so 222. So if you could find these open stock, you would know exactly which one you needed. Or if you were swatching them out, you would know exactly what color this is. Now, I have gone ahead and just swatched a couple of them because I couldn't wait to get into these. But I will have a video of these coming up. So the next couple of things here that I have is just this the Masters brush cleaner and preserver. So usually when I'm cleaning my brushes or my pastel tools, I will use the pink soap that's in the tall pink bottle, this one here, and I really like this. However, I've heard really good things about the Masters brush cleaner, and it's kind of cool because it comes in sort of like this solid form, and it almost feels like lip balm or like wax. And what you do is you swirl your brush in there, and let's say you have a brush that's lost its point. What you're supposed to be able to do with this is take that brush, get it wet, swirl it in here and reshape it to the point, and then leave it and let it dry and then rinse it out. And this is supposed to be able to help reshape your brushes as well. So I kind of want to try this out because I do have a couple of old brushes that don't hold their points as well anymore. So this is going to be kind of neat to see if it does that. And then it's also supposed to clean your brushes as well. So it does say here that it will clean oil paint, watercolor, acrylic, and stains. So I'm assuming that means like if you stain your brush from a staining color or something like that, it should get it out. So that's kind of interesting, and I'll be looking forward to try this. Now, the other thing I have here is this Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed-Proof White. Now, usually when I'm going in on top of my watercolor for bright white highlights or any details like that, I'll go in with my white gouache. However, I've heard really good things about this Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed-Proof White. And the nice thing about this is it's already in liquid form, so you don't have to mix it up like with gouache where you have to get the right consistency. So I'm kind of interested to try this out as well. So the next thing I got here is this charcoal powder, and this is Artist Willow charcoal powder. And this you can mix with water, it says, and other binding agents, and use with brushes or fingers, or you can just use it dry on your background. And I did get a couple of brushes here, so I got this Royal and Nickel. This is a 1-inch brush, and I believe these are mop type brushes. I'm not 100% sure, but correct me down below if I'm wrong. And this one is a 1/2 inch. So I thought these would be really neat to try out in backgrounds to see if I can get this charcoal to sort of spread out and do different effects. Because I've recently fallen in love with charcoal, and I do want to do some more charcoal pieces, so I'll be playing around with this. The next thing I have here is just this sample pack of the Stonehenge Aqua Hot Press Black paper. Now this is 140 pound, 100% cotton paper, and I don't normally use black paper, but I was kind of intrigued to try this out. So I thought it might be fun to do something where I use just white colored pencils on top of this, but I'm really interested in trying out this paper as well. Then I got these two pan pastels. Now this one looks white, but it's actually the colorless blender. And I've never actually tried this before, but what you're supposed to be able to do with this is just take your pan pastels, and this is supposed to help blend them out so they'll blend a little bit further. So I'm kind of interested to try this out because I'm not really sure if it's going to do a whole lot, especially where I tend to use pastel matte. I don't know if this will make a difference, but I'm kind of interested to try it out just to see what kind of effects I could get. And then this is actually their pearlescent one. So let me get the plastic off and maybe you will be able to see it better. So this one is supposed to have like a pearl finish. And I don't know if you can see it in there, but I'm going to swatch it on my finger. So it's just sort of a little like shiny and pearlescent-y. So I was wondering what kind of like effects I could get if I mix this with my other pan pastels, because I know this does come in a few different colors, but I was hoping that maybe I could just pick up this one and mix it with the other colors I have, and I could create pearlescent versions of them all. So I'll kind of be playing around with that. And then this is the clear one. So as you can see, it does have a little bit of hue to it, although it's definitely not as white as the white pan pastel. So I'm interested to see if it's going to like tint the colors down like the white would when you blend with white, or if it will keep the colors more true to color, lighten them a little bit. So almost like when you would blend a color out with water in watercolor, it doesn't necessarily tint it or change the consistency of the color like if you were adding white to it. So I'm kind of interested to see how this works with the colors. Now, the next thing I got here are these Christmas stencils. So I've got some snowflake ones, and then I've got different Christmas patterns, and I'm going to open these up so that you can kind of see what they look like. So I just put my dark pencil binder here just so you could see through these, but the snowflake one comes in 4 different patterns. So we get this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. So you get quite a little variety of snowflake patterns there. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these stencils, but they were just really cute, and they're really thin too. So that's one thing I liked about it, was it's really thin. So whether you're going over top with an ink pad, or I'm wondering if like I could do something with like acrylic maybe or something like that. I'm not really sure, but let me know down in the comments below what you would use these stencils for. And then I also got another pack with just different Christmas ones. So these are little Christmas bulbs, little reindeer, a Santa. Now you can pause the video if you want to see any of these, but I'm just trying to do it a little bit quicker. Some more, I guess, Merry Christmas. Some little reindeers again. That one's really cute. That would be really cute. Little snowman. And again, these ones are like really thin as well. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these, because usually I do my Christmas cards each year in watercolor, but I thought maybe these would be really fun to try out. So let me know down below what you would do with these. Oh, that one's backwards. Merry Christmas. Some of these, you know, you could use either way, really. But it's just the ones with the words. Oh, that's really cute too. So I like some of these, and some you could even just take the elements from some, like, so let's say you like that, or you like the little bird, you know, you could just stencil that in and you don't have to do the rest of it. So maybe I'll do something like that with some of my cards, where I'll take, you know, little elements from the sides of it and incorporate it, but I'm not really sure. I just saw them and they were cute and they were cheap, so I figured I would give them a try. And it's nice because it's plastic, so you could wipe it off too, or wash it off depending, you know, what you're going on top with. The next thing I got was a set of these square wooden panels, and I thought these would be really fun to create some coasters with, some Christmas coasters. Now this set came with 24 of them, but I've already gone ahead and opened them up and started gessoing them. So this is just some white gesso on here, and now I've got to go ahead and sand it down. And what the gesso does is just give the paint something to grip to. So I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with these. I'd like to hand paint them, so maybe I'll do some of them in a video. So if you want to see that, let me know. But I'm not sure if I want to do acrylic paint, or I've got another paint set coming up in this haul that I might use to paint these. But I thought these would be really fun as little Christmas gifts to give out, like a little set of hand-painted coasters. Now I'll have to find something to go on the back of it, some little non-slip little pieces there, but I'm sure I can find that online or at Walmart or something like that. But I thought these would just be really fun to try and paint on this year. Now the next thing I got here are these aqua boards, and I've never used aqua boards before, so I thought this would be really interesting to try out. It says it's the amazing watercolor surface. This acid-free textured clay surface absorbs watercolors like a fine paper. Watercolors on aqua board can be sealed and framed without glass, keeping colors and textures true to life. Now, because this is a clay board, I'm wondering if we could lay down the watercolors and then go over top and scrape some of the white clay board off to get back those white highlights. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to paint on top of these, but I thought it would just be really fun to kind of play around with something different, a different type of surface. The next thing I got here was this smaller sized palette, and if you've seen any watercolor videos on my channel, you know I usually use bigger palettes about this size, and I really love them and enjoy them. So I figured I would get a smaller size because what I'm planning to do is take my watercolors from all the brands that I have and sort of fit my favorite colors into one palette, and then I've got a smaller palette to go. So I'll just show you what the other palettes that I normally use look like, because these are a bit bigger, but I really like the way the wells are, and you have a really nice big surface here, and this one also comes out, and then you have another surface underneath of it. So you've got lots of mixing space, and you can hold lots of paint here. However, I notice when I'm painting, I don't use all of these colors all the time. So I'd like to combine my favorite colors just into one smaller palette, and it would be easier to use, and especially for videos, because sometimes I don't have the room for this big palette, especially when it's opened up. So I figured having all my favorite colors in just one convenient palette would be easier. So if you guys want to see a video of this where I, you know, pick my favorite paints, put them in here, swatch them out, let me know, because I can certainly do that. Then the next thing I got here are these Liquitex acrylic gouache. Now, I've tried the Holbein acrylic gouache and I've really enjoyed them. So I wanted to try some other acrylic gouache, and I was looking at getting the Turner one, but I just couldn't find it locally for me. So I decided to try these Liquitex acrylic gouache. These were on sale on Amazon. when I bought them. And this is their 12-piece essential set. So these are all 22 ml bottles. Now I'm gonna just get right into it. Now I like this set because it gives me enough colors that I can really try them out and mix them and stuff. But one thing I like about this is it comes with a little squeeze top, so you can just, you know, squeeze the color out. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're all sealed. So I'll have to go ahead and unseal these, but I really like that they come with a squeeze top here, and then you just pop the lid back on. Now it also comes with some information. So this is PB15. It is a series 1. The light fastness is excellent. So I really like that about these, because these are all still light fast and quality pigments. So that's really important to me. So I'm kind of really excited to try these out. So I'll probably do a video about these as well, swatching them out and trying them out. That's everything that I've gotten over the last month. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I do the videos about these products. And thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye!